But over here we have this tree. This is a sort of broad point which owes something to John Ruskin, who I'll be mentioning a little further on. Basically, that's society, and this is the soil which needs nutrients for the tree to grow. And the nutrients, I think, are, in this case at least, are people having opportunities to be creative in some way in their everyday lives, which, sort of following Ruskin, I think is a crucial thing for society to be healthy and vibrant. Without that, you're in trouble. And this isn't the kind of standard point that, say, a government might make, which is that to drive the economy, we need a certain amount of super creative people who are going to drive forward innovation, that kind of thing. Because for that, you only really need, if you have like 100 or 150 super creative people who are driving the economy forward, then that's good. But what I'm talking about is dispersed across everybody. You need everybody to have opportunities to express themselves, to make their mark in the world, and to make and share things with others. The little birdie in the tree is to remind me of it's not just a nice thing for individuals. People talk about creativity quite a lot in terms of it being a nice thing for the people who do it. And of course I agree. It is a nice thing for the people who do it, and that's important. But there's more to it than that. The point is that it's the big broad society point. For society to flourish, well then you need people being creative and having the opportunity to express themselves and to make their mark. So it's not just a pretty thing for individuals. And this connects with, like in my line of work, right, I'm an academic at university, and you get other academics at universities who see themselves as being the kind of critical, political kind of ones, you know the ones. And I tend to think, he says, going to sound defensive and feeling sorry for himself, tend to think if they look at my kind of stuff, it doesn't seem like important kind of stuff, because it's not about political parties, and it's not about how Ofcom regulates broadcasters or big crunchy stuff like that. It's about individual people often making pretty little things in their lives, people making a funny little YouTube video, people singing a song on YouTube, people knitting a sock, or making a little toy for their child, that kind of stuff. Little stuff seems quite banal. But the amplified point is that once you've got enough people doing those pretty little things, making small choices, not necessarily to buy something, but to create it themselves, once you've got lots of that happening, then that actually becomes quite a big, powerful thing. And a political thing, with people making political choices on a micro kind of level. You don't think of it as a political choice when you make a pretty toy for your child instead of just buying one from the Early Learning Centre. But nevertheless, I think it is one. It's kind of micro choice. But I think those choices all add up.